let's take a look at those movements today. Easiest first, those skipping, right? Line hops, we can find a line, pretend like we're jumping forward and backwards, or side to side, or skipping double unders, that works. Those toes to bar or leg raises, right? If we have a pull-up bar, we want to hang from that, right? Active shoulders, or pulling those shoulders down and trying to raise those toes up. These will start to wear out, so pick a breakup strategy, right? Whether it's 4-3-3 or 2 at a time, or whatever you're looking at. And then we could also do the hanging toes to waist, or hanging knee raises. But find that version that works best for you if you have a bar. If not, I'm going to have my object, my dumbbell or my backpack, just holding something to hang on to overhead. And what I'm going to do is point my toes, raise my toes up, and then try and raise my tailbone up, right? Going for 10 toe raises. If we want to make that a little bit easier, we could go for that reverse crunch, or just bringing those knees up. Try getting the tailbone off the ground, because this is hip flexor and then the tailbone coming off the ground. That's where that crunch and that core comes into play. Alright, so that's our toes to bar or leg raise variation. And then the dumbbell snatch. So I got my dumbbell here. We want to make sure that our hips are the explosive prime mover on this movement. So I'm grabbing that dumbbell, exploding those hips open with my arms straight. As soon as my hips and legs are done opening up, that's when I pull that elbow up. So we'll try that out. 3, just keeping that arm straight, back straight. Explode those hips open. You can feel that dumbbell wants to keep going up. Try 3 on both sides. And now we're going to pull that elbow high and outside. Right? Let the hips start that movement. And then, 3 on both sides, back straight. And then we're going to turn it over. Here, turn it over, right? I'm not stopping at my shoulder. And then up, elbow goes right past, and up overhead. So that is the dumbbell snatch today. We have our backpack, or our odd object, our ball. Same idea. The hips, we want all that work happening in the hips, and that object is going to want to fly up there, right? So opening it up, bringing that object up overhead. The movement that I'm looking at today, I want to try some split snatches with that dumbbell. So all that means is when that dumbbell goes up, I'm going to split my feet. It's a little bit more coordination, especially if I switch arms. So what that's going to look like is I'm going to go from between my knees, jump it overhead, and into that split position. Other hand, that means my other leg goes forward, jump, and split. So from the side, between my knees, jump, whichever hand that dumbbell's in, the opposite leg goes forward, jump, and split. Switching hands, jump, and split. So I can already tell that my weaker side, or the side that I normally don't go to, that is very against my habit to go that way. So try that out a few times. I'm going to try a few with the heavier dumbbell that I want to use in the workout. And then we're going to get into this thing. So I am going to mute the whole next video. It'll be me working out. That gives you a chance to crank your music up. And I'm muting it so that I get to work out with some music. But it's 18 minutes. And find a pace that works for you, right? 18 minutes, sometimes we do 10, 12, 15-minute workouts. 18-minute workouts. Try and find a pace that works best for you. Keep track of those rounds and put it in sugar watt if you want. Next video I'm going to have about a minute, and then I'll start that clock and we'll get into it. So have some fun. We'll see you at the cool down and stretch.